Hello everyone, welcome back to our Java programming series. In today's video, we are going to talk about nested if-else statement in Java. A nested if-else statement is an if-else statement inside another if or else statement, or I can say block. So this allows you to create multiple level of condition. So the basic syntax of nested if-else statement will be look like currently whatever you are seeing on the screen. So here condition 1, condition 2 and condition 3 are Boolean expression. That means here we are going to put some kind of condition, and if it will satisfy, then it will go inside that block. So if condition 1 is true, then the code will be go inside the first if block is executed. Then we are going to check another condition, that will be condition 2. And in case if condition 2 will be false, then it will go to their else block. In case if condition 1 is false, that means it will go to the inside the else block statement, and inside that one we are going to check the condition 3. So this is just a basic syntax. So let's try to write a code, then we can understand it in much more better way. So let's declare a variable. I can say here in number equal to 0. Start with basic. If number is greater than 0, then we are going to print like number is positive. So how we can do? Just use if number is greater than 0, number is positive. Else what we can do? Number is negative. We have already seen how if work, and we have also seen how if else work. So we are going to combine both. So let's close the earlier program and you can run this one. So if we run, we are going to see like the number is negative. That means the number is not greater than 0, because our input is here what? 0. And here we are putting expression like if number is not greater than 0, then just so number is negative. Can we write another condition like if number is less than 0, then we can say number is negative, or if the number is equal to 0 something like, we can say number is 0. So what we can do, you can cut this statement for now and you can write another if inside the else. And here you can say if number is less than 0, then you can say like number is negative, and you can put here else block and say like here number is 0. So let's run this one. So if you run, you can see here we are getting number is 0. Let's try to debug so you'll understand in much more better way. So I'm going to put the breakpoint at line number 7. Let's run as a debug mode. So currently number is what? 0. So if you copy this one and if you right click and if you go to the inspect, you can see here we are going to get value as a false. So if false, that means it will go inside the else. Now you can go for another line. So you can see it does not went inside this one. Now what we are going to see like number, we have the value as a 0, and if 0 is less than 0, let's try to check. So you can see again we are going to get the value as a false. So what will be happen? It will not go inside this line number 11. It will go at line number 13. So that's why we are getting value as a number is 0. Now let's change the value as 10, and if you run, you will get the value as a positive number because it will satisfy this condition. In case if it will not satisfy, then it will go line number 10. So try to put minus 10 here. Let's try to run. So you can see we are getting number is negative. How? Let's try to debug. So you can see number is minus 10. Then definitely it will not satisfy this if statement. Then it will go to the next line. So here you can see is minus 10 is less than 0. If you don't know, just copy this one, right click, go to the inspect, and you can see we are getting value as a true. So that means number is negative. So you can see how it is working. Let me explain one more time. So in this code, we have integer variable that name is number, and we are putting value earlier as 0, and outer if else statement. That means this is the outer if and this is the outer else statement. Check if number is greater than 0 or not. So we are checking at the first if outer block here, and in case if number is not greater than 0, that means when our earlier value was 0, and if it is not greater than 0, then what will be happen? This condition will be not satisfied and it will go inside the else statement. And inside the else block, we have another if and else block. You can see here, and again here we are checking like if number is less than 0 or not. So in case if it will satisfy, it will go to line number 11, else it will go to the line number 13. You understand how we are checking? If you want to add some another level, then you can add another if else inside again if else. So that's it for today. In next video, we are going to learn about switch statement.